I think our speedrunner is ready. Coming up next, we have Ozmourn doing a speedrun for Liminal Ranger. True ending. Give them a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. I'm so glad to be back here with the Fastest Furs team showing off another wonderful game. This time it is Liminal Ranger. If you're interested in like really niche indie games, I promise you this is the game for you. And this game is completely free on itch.io. Although I highly recommend that you donate to the developer because he's created a really good game. You tell him top, as we can see right here. But yeah, this is completely free. So if you like what you see here today, you know what? Go pick up the game and join the community. We'd love to have you. We're a very small community, and I'm super excited to be showing off this game here. So we're gonna start, and I have a lot to say, not a lot of time to say it. So it's gonna be in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing that we're gonna do is the absolute pro gamer strat of just skipping through text. And then we see that we're here to visit our friend, but when we turn the corner, our friend isn't there. We turn around and we realize that something has gone terribly wrong. And so our friend is now trapped in the spaces between dimensions, and we're going to spend the next 5 years of our life trying to look for them as we work for an organization that brings peace to the universe. It's a very dramatic plot. However, right here, we're going to talk to our boss. His name is Boss. Please refer to him as such. And now we're just going to skip the tutorial, but do not worry, I will explain all of the mechanics to you as the run progresses. First off, we're going to use a hammer for its natural purpose, breaking glass. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this spray, we're going to kill the enemy, and if we're good at our job, this is the only time we should ever have to use the spray. And then we're going to use this pogo stick. This pogo stick on the second jump will always jump you higher, and you can keep getting that same height as long as you keep your momentum and time your jumps correctly. We're going to get this particular checkpoint for safety, and then at the very peak of our jump, we're actually going to use the teleporting coin to get a bit more height. That coin, as the name implies, it teleports you to wherever you are sent, and that is the reason why we use checkpoints for safety. Oh, look at that. We love to see it. So whenever you get caught in enemy's light, you do actually get sent back to checkpoint like that. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to play it safe this time around just so we don't have to get sent back. And right here, we're just going to go through this other end. The enemy cycles for this is going to be a bit off now that I accidentally died there, but it should be something. It should be nothing that we can't handle. But right here, we're actually the space that we're supposed to be interacting with is a hallway, and the hallways are kind of personified by shadows and on the walls. And this hallway is very sad. It feels like no one appreciates it. And so we're going to go and collect the memories of people who have spent time in this hallway and had really good memories here to show the hallway that it is appreciated. So we're going to collect these through the forms of sodas and benches, you know, the natural things you would find in a public hallway. And for each of these memories that we collect, you can see there's a little bit of text that pops up on screen, and for each of those texts, it's like a different memory that people have. And so thankfully, we're able to handle the enemy cycles pretty well. Now we're going to use this coin to go into this crevice and then break 4 panes of glass in order to get to the end of this hallway and collect the very last soda cup as a memory. And then we're going to go back to the checkpoint that we had here, and we're going to leave the teleporting coin right here, and we're going to come back to it later after we collect all the benches on the other side of the map. And since we're doing the true ending in this section, we are going to grab this checkpoint, and then we're going to go out of our way here to the left to grab the secret memento that we need to get. It's this paper airplane, and each of the mementos have a memory that corresponds with our friend that we did lose, and collecting all 3 will allow us to unlock the secret true ending at the end of the game. And right here, you can see on this building to the right of me, that here's where we're going to collect all the benches. Originally in the early batch for this game, we would do it bottom to top, but now the fastest route is going to be top to bottom, starting with that particular one. And if we're quick enough here, we can grab this bench before the enemy turns around, thank goodness. We're going to change to the coin here, and then we're going to get this checkpoint, purposefully get hit after collecting this bench. So go attack to the checkpoint, fall down here and grab the last one. We're going to teleport back to where we put the coin at the beginning of this level. And just for safety, actually, no, not for safety, I don't have to do that. I'm good, so we don't have to use the spray to get rid of that enemy. And since we collected all the memories before talking to the hallway, we can skip the first interaction and just go straight back to our boss. Now that we've returned to our boss, we're actually going to have to get rid of an item, and we're going to have to upgrade an item. We're getting rid of the spray because it's kind of useless, and then we're going to upgrade the hammer, because with every item that you upgrade, you unlock its alt ability, and the alt ability for the hammer is so OP, you can literally just fly. It's true. And so in this next level, that's the first thing that we're going to do. And right here, as you can see, I'm going to right click and then jump, and then boom, you can fly. Although I flew a bit too early and I got caught in the light of that enemy. And the amount of height and momentum that you get from your flight will all depend on how late or how early you jump after having used the hammer's ult ability right here. And so we're going to be using this pretty frequently throughout the run. I'm going to be playing it safe here with these cycles on these enemies right here, just so their lights don't touch me. And I'm going to attack the checkpoint primarily because I'm not going to try and jump over them like I would usually do in a run, just so we can play it a bit safe here. We're going to grab that checkpoint for safety, and right here I'm going to change over to the pogo stick, only because you do tend to have a little bit more control when you're in the air for the pogo stick for this last section, although technically it is faster to do it with a hammer, but just for safety we're going to change to that. So we're supposed to talk to this guy, and there's a wall here, but it doesn't reach all the way to the end, so you can actually just go around it. And we're going to collect this memory through the wall because that's how hitboxes work in this game. And right here we're going to leave this coin right here, and after this we're going to be collecting 4 light switches and 4 chairs, the natural things you would find in a hotel room, which is the space that we're collecting memories for today. And so after collecting that third one, we're going to use the flight ability we get from the hammer to grab this 4th one, change to the coin, and then move. We're going to be teleported back where we left it. We're going to leave this coin right here so we can come back to it after collecting all of the chairs. And then we're going to come up here and grab this chair and try and keep a little momentum that we get from the hammer. After we get this checkpoint, we're going to immediately try and fly upwards to go onto this ledge and do it once more, get up onto this bridge. And once we're here, we're going to grab this checkpoint, and after collecting this chair, we're going to get purposely hit by an enemy to get sent back to it. And then we're just going to fly over to this chair over here, and then we're going to go back to our checkpoint, change to the coin, the teleporting coin, and then go over here and grab the last chair, and then boom, now we're back at where we put the coin, and now we're back at the beginning of the level, and we're gonna go talk to the room that we're supposed to talk to at the beginning of the level. And since you again collected all the memories, we can skip the first interaction with them. And now we're going to return to our boss again to go to the 3rd level. But here's the thing, for whatever reason, when you're in that screen of trying to choose an item to get rid of and then choose an item to upgrade, you can just move around freely. So if you reset the checkpoint and then just move up right, you can walk through the portal each at the next level, and so you don't have to get rid of an item. And in this next section, we're going to be following the spirit of what we believe to be our best friend that we lost 5 years ago, and this is the only time that the host is going to have to read off any donations that might have come in or anything that they want to plug. So go ahead, Alu.
Oh wow, that was a lot of information. We
Mhm.
do have a donation from Happy by 3. $10 donation. Greeting from the Forest Bench Discord. Good luck and be amazing like you always are. Ozmourn, all the boys are rooting for you. Alright. Thank you for that donation.
You can read one more if you like, if there is.
Um, let's see. I think that's all I have for now.
All right, no worries. It's totally fine. But right now we're just gonna go straight into the 3rd level. We're gonna leave this coin here. This corridor that we're speaking with right now is the corridor that we lost our friend in 5 years ago. And we're trying to go find the memories of this corridor so we can finally, try and find our friend and finish the game. And we're going to use the hammer's flight ability to go up to here to what could be considered out of bounds. There really is no bounds to go out of, but you definitely aren't intended to go up here through these areas, one could say. And so we're just going to fly up in this, and we're going to collect 4 skateboards, and we're going to collect 4 vents, the natural things you would find in a public corridor. And so we're going to grab this skateboard right here. We're just going to grab this checkpoint, then grab the second one down here, reset the checkpoint, and then we're just going to use the hammer's flight ability. Thank you. Okay, we're using hammer's flight ability to just float our way through the chest of this giant enemy. This last level has giant enemies, naturally. And so we're going to grab this 3rd skateboard right here. We're gonna fly upwards and try to avoid these enemies, but if they do touch us, it's fine, no worries. We can just reset the checkpoint and continue from there. It's no huge time loss. Now that we've collected all of the skateboards, we're just gonna go back to where we put the teleporting coin, and then we're gonna go collect all of the memories on this end of the map, and personified by vents. And we're also going to collect the last secret memento in order to unlock the true ending. And so we're gonna fly through here, and as usual, the original route was spot on the top, and now since we figured out how to master the flight ability with this hammer, we're gonna grab them from top to bottom. That is the book that we're gonna get. And then we're going to grab this bench through the door, through the wall actually. Fly down and grab this one, please. Thank you. That's the one. That one's a bit finicky. And when this enemy looks away, we're going to grab this one and then teleport back to where we put the coin at the beginning of the level. And now, since we've unlocked all mementos, we unlock the true ending right here. And so a bit of a lore update for the true ending. We have found our friend that we lost 5 years ago. He's this little blue guy right here. And so we're just going to go through here, and we realize that our friend can't go back to the life that they had before. Instead, they are traveling the universe and traveling through different spaces, and they invite us to come with them. And so we do it. And time is actually going to come up pretty quickly here. Right after I turn this corner and skip the dialogue, it's going to come up in 3, 2, 1, time. All right. So that was Liminal Ranger True Ending. There's still a normal ending, so there's a little bit of lore that you might have missed. And again, we went pretty fast, so I didn't explain too much of the plot. But overall, I feel like the thing that really sells this is not only the music, but also just the gameplay and the mechanics. And it's just a really well made and really well played game. Again, the Italian Top has done a really good job. Shout outs to Bagel Cat. She was the person that got me into this game and allowed me to just get a really good hold of it and take it to a bunch of really cool marathons and take it to here at Fastest First as well. And also thank you to Joya, who is a really good competitor for this game, has really good optimized times as well. Thank you to Captain Wreckbeard for making the resources of this game. And again, thank you to all of you for watching, and thank you to Fastest First for having me back. And please donate to the wonderful cause that that Fastest First is raising money for. A violation of human rights is no joke. So please, in order to help the women in your life and all those who can give birth and who are affected by this, please just donate. It will mean so much to them, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Again, thank you so much to Fastest First for having me back, and I'm super excited to see what y'all do with your with this event in the future. So again, thank you so much for watching. I've been Ozmourn, and I'll see you guys around.